everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Rush Fishing 4 Spin Fishing character. Today, I am out on Kuori again. I debated against moving around in my head, but decided to stay here. I am going to try with two different lures than what I've been using before. So I did actually buy two brand new spoons. We already had them, but just in a different color. So I bought the Hunter 1002 and the Hunter 2002, which is the black model. No changes to the hooks or anything, just default hooks, and kind of going the opposite direction from how I have been doing loops around the island. And we'll see what we can get today, see if it's worth it. I did see a couple of posts that this has done pretty decent recently, so it's worth a try. I've had some good luck with this lure in the past as well. So far, all I've gotten is that small 450, I think it was, Laker. Looks like a decent perch, not quite a marker though. So I was wrong. Another bite on one already. Seems like it's pretty active, which is good. We'll just see if we get any good fish or if they're all these small worthless things. It is Sunday evening, so you will not be seeing any weekly records. They just all reset. Another small Laker. Good news is it's just back to back. I don't even get a chance to cast out the third rod. Bad news is these have been all worthless fish. I think it's continuing. Yep, marker Laker. Thought that was an Arctic Char. Need to turn. Almost beached the boat there. That was a quick bite on the spinner. I think there's a bite on two as well. Looks like a decent grayling here. 792. I'm holding three already. Trying to figure out why I wasn't switching rods to the one I wanted it to. That was a marker. Didn't think that was going to be a marker Arctic. I did move both the HSVs, both rod 1 and 2, to a 20-meter clip. I don't think it's really going to matter, but just to say it. Another small Arctic, not a marker. The route I'm aiming for today is like this, kind of curve through this way and see how things go. Another bite over on two. That's a big perch. I don't think it's a trophy, but it's a big perch. 762, not bad. Did I close this one? I did. To pick up three, not two. I think no, I'm not where I want to turn. Another small fish here on the spinner. 189 gram perch, not even worth looking at. Come on, fish. It's a little bit late. It's 8:30 my time. Just wasn't feeling like recording before now. No real reason. That's a good fish over on one. I'm going to pull two in real quick first, because I feel like I can rip two in real quick. Small pike. This is pulling drag on a 24 friction break. This is a pretty decent fish. Haven't seen it yet. There it is. Big old Arctic Char. 4 or 5 kilos. Or 3.259. Thought it was a little bit bigger than that. Not a bad fish either way. Very happy about that one. And I want to go just a little bit more to the left here. There we go. I just hope it keeps building like it has been. Started off a little bit, I'm not going to say slow because we got a lot of fish, but just not a lot of good fish. What do we have here? Small Arctic on the spinner. Not a marker. Not even worth talking about. Probably about time to turn. Not quite yet. Slowly start turning. I think there's a fish on two. I don't think it's a big fish, but I think there's a fish. And I'm right. Bendis? Nope, little perch. Not used to the new perch model at all. Not docking it. I'm not saying anything bad about it. Just, I'm not used to it. It's definitely more realistic than the other perch were. No. Just got a reminder from Facebook and went and looked at it, and it's my favorite picture of my old dog. He's sitting at the wheel of my truck looking at me like, I want to drive, Dad. I want to drive. A few minutes before, or a few seconds before, I actually had the keys hooked on his mouth, just holding the keys as well. Just like a new kid driver. That was 12 years ago. Wow. I did not realize it was that long ago. I didn't realize he was that young when I got that picture. Because I had him almost 15 years. And my new one's new. I've had him a year and a half now. My current dog's passed out on the couch with his head on the armrest. Another small perch. This side over here is pretty active. I almost want to stay over here more. It looks like a bigger new perch. Not quite big enough though. What do we have here? Looks like a pike? Yeah, 778 pike. Not an amazing pike, but not a bad one either. It's a pretty reasonable day today. Low 60s for a high. In the 40s at night. Actually need to look at what the weather's going to be like next week. Worthless perch there, not even worth talking about. And looks like another one here. Yep. A lot of small stuff today. Come on, fishy fish. Thought there might have been one on two there. I'm going to try and stay over on that other side a little bit more. So instead of going out, I'm going to try to stay in the deep stuff here. Or on the edge of the deep stuff. Come on, fish. I need to turn more. Small fish here on 3. Not even worth talking about perch. Which is unfortunate. That's a good fish over on 1, though. That's a real good fish over on 1. Didn't even need to see that a fish on. I'm actually going to let that just kind of pull drag for a little bit. Whip in 2 here real quick. I would really hope Rod 1's an orange fish. Rod 1's an orange boy. I'm going to be very happy. Was just running my fingers through my beard. I've been combing it most of the day because found a beard comb for the first time in a while. I dropped it down the couch holes and thought I'd lost it and found it today. Been a couple days. I was getting ready to order a new one, and I just found some rice from dinner stuck in my beard. One of the downsides of having a really big, long, fluffy beard right now. This is going to be a good fish, whatever this is. And I'm going to drag it all the way around the lake, it seems like. Come on, fishy fish. Uh-oh. It's not good. That's still not good. I thought I got it far enough away. There we go. Okay. Didn't want to get too much slack there. I'm now committed to rod 1. I know there's a fish over on 2. There's nothing I can do about that. Got to get this fish in. Come on, fish. I'm amazed how far I've gone around the lake. Still chasing this. It's doing the surging thing that a char usually does, so it's either a big Arctic or a big Kuori. At least that's my guess. And it is not worn out at all. It is directly behind us, so I'm going to rip 2 in real quick. $92 perch. I almost didn't even need to take the rod out of the rod pod there. That was such a small fish. Still haven't seen this one, but still a really strong fish. Still fighting. Evidently a fly farted outside and my neighbor's dog is barking at it. Same dog that goes completely crazy every time I take mine for a escort around the block. But then the second my dog gets close to her, she runs away. But as long as she's behind a fence, behind glass, she's all big and bad dog. So if you can hear a little yappy thing in the background, I apologize. And since it's behind me, I feel like I can get two. At least two's got a better fish. I don't think it's an amazing one. Nope, 162, not even a marker again. On at least 4 minutes on this fish, though. I think closer to 5 or 6, honestly. It was kind of right around here that I caught it, so we'll see where we end up. So I'm 22 minutes into the video now. We'll see where we're at in the video when I get back here, and that'll tell me how long I've been reeling on this thing. It's not fighting as much, and I'm going towards it, so that's helping right now. Really just trying to keep the slack out of it and hopefully get some energy back. I'm just so worn out from fighting it this long. Look at the energy bar, the first one on the left there, the top one, it's small red. And I've got full food, full comfort, so it should be going up as much as it can. Come on, fish. Give up. Give up and be an orange fish. Take a 7 or a rainbow as well. I already have a trophy Laker. I already have a trophy Arctic. Decent fish here on 2. Couple kilo Arctic, I think. Nope. Oh, 10 grams short of a marker. That's unfortunate. I think it's actually floating on the surface now. Might be pretty well worn out. I think I may have killed it. still can't tell exactly what it is, though. But with it floating, it's now, I want to get this fish in. I will not be setting this rod down at all now. Probably shouldn't be pumping it like I am. Don't think it's a Kuori char, unfortunately. Oh, I beached it, so we're going to stay here until we get this fish. A huge Arctic char. $10.5 kilos, not even a trophy, but 12,000 XP on one fish. Nice fish. Very nice fish. I need to turn the friction brake down on rod 1 before I forget. Small perch here on 2. Yeah, I was wrong. 762 gram perch. Big perch. And got a small fish here on rod 1 as I was trying to turn the friction brake down. Wasn't even looking for a fish because I didn't realize I didn't see one on it beforehand. That's because it was a 1/4 kilo Laker. We'll go ahead and get the sorry, I was seeing an email I need to read. I've got alt tab out for a second. Read the email I just got. Yes, yes. This is related to what I was talking about yesterday. We're trying to buy something. And the date that I had initially been sent has pushed twice now, which is okay. But it was pushed to a holiday day, which is unfortunate. It looks like it can't be before that day. It may have to be the week later, but it is what it is. I've got a fish over on one. And it again is pulling drag. So we're at 30-30. I don't think this is quite as good of a fish. Nope. Still surprised Kuori Char didn't get the rare fish tag. Seems like you don't catch a lot of them at all. 3.338 kilo Arctic. All right. Now I can focus again on this. Just had a little one-page thing I needed to read and sign. And it is nighttime now, so it was kind of a good time to do that. I'm going to go ahead and reel this in and switch over to the darker spinner. I think I still have a black one. Yeah, I do. The 16. Why do I... Oh, I forgot I went full fluorocarbon on this rod. I saw I didn't have a leader on there and was surprised for a second. That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, why do I not have a leader on there? One of those, I caught that as I was closing the setup window. Two okay fish. Big Ventus, 316 gram Ventus, not bad. Oh, big. I think 700's a trophy there, so only halfway. Small perch. I think the longhead dab is a new fish they just added. I know the recent patch added like 12, I think it was, fish on the sea out in Norwegia. This is just hanging like it might have a fish on it. I couldn't tell. Come on, fishy, fishy, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Nighttime, not surprised. It usually slows down like this. I need to turn. Fish got away, and I don't even know what rod it was on. I didn't see it. And unfortunately, that's fish number 138 that's gotten away. I just saw that in chat and didn't notice any of the rod lines drop before it. It was either a really, really tiny fish or it was only on for just a split second. Both of which are possible. That looked like a big Vendus. That was a lake trout. Swear that was a Vendus. Not gonna lie, I was very surprised that was not a Vendus. I'm still like, wait, what? What just happened there? It's what it is, though. Can't always win them all. Come on, fish. A lot of times when I was leveling up my main character, I would go pull up to shore and fish for, I think there's a fish on one. I would fish for burbot overnight. Go cast out from the quay to this direction, the night crawler or a fish piece on. Just because nighttime here is just so slow. But being focused on spin fishing, not really worth it. Or I'd go sell what fish I had. Go brew tea, whatever. Come on. Come on, fish. On fish. Sun's coming up. Now's the perfect time for a Kuori Char. Yeah, smaller fish here. Is that a Vindus though? That is. It's big Vindus. 261 gram Vindus. And small fish over here on one. Yeah, it was an 81 gram Vindus. It was a marker. Come on, fish. Yeah, small fish. We'll probably switch back to the Biker 18 here. Since the sun's coming out. That was C, not D. Biker 18. Okay. Cast. Come on, fish. $51 gram perch. It's just been either really, really good fish or really, really bad fish. Not a lot in the middle today. And a lot of really, really bad fish. fish. And what did I hit? The wall. I didn't think I was this close to the wall, honestly. Go. Fish over on one. Don't think it's a good one, but there's a fish. It was not. Hey, guess what? There's another fish over on one. I think I'm an idiot. I think I'm a big, dumb idiot. No, I'm not. I thought I had not locked that reel when I was looking over at it. Still think I haven't locked it. Small Arctic Char. Or I hadn't locked it. This has 450 meters of line. I want to look at this rod. 300, so I do have less line on there. Okay. I was just looking at the line picture at the bottom. So if you look at it, the second circle there above the tension bar is how much line is on the reel. With it being 2/3, I figured I had been just dragging something around for a while, and that was the fish that got away earlier. But nope. When I looked over at it, it looked like kind of the bail, the little metal piece was not locked. Reel in this small fish. $521-gram Laker. Got about 10 minutes left here. Basically enough time for 2 more passes. That looks like a good perch. 637. It was a good perch. Saw kind of the camelback hump in there. Looked bigger than it really is. That's what she said. It is 9:15 too, so be wrapping this up at about the perfect time. Come on, fish. Fish over on one. Doesn't look like an amazing fish. Pike. Marker pike? Yep, 1.62 kilo marker pike. Is there a fish on 2? No. Am I going to beach the boat again? Kinda. Hit the spot that sticks out that doesn't really stick out. think this is actually going to be the last pass. So as we come up on the dock, I'm just going to park it. Should align about 55 minutes in, which lines up pretty good. Maybe a decent fish. Maybe not. The answer was not. Does it show me how many of each type of fish I caught? No. Just the biggest. 9,200 fish on spinner. I'm actually curious what that looks like on my float character. I bet float and bottom are pretty close to, are a lot closer than float and spin are, or spin and bottom rod are on this account. Just because a lot of times I only have one float rod in and two bottom rods, and here I tend to have 2 or 3 spin rods in most of the time if I'm trolling. Or honestly, a lot of times if I'm jigging, because a lot of times I'm jigging from within a boat. Small liquor. All right, we're coming up on the dock. Go ahead and reel everything in. I was right, 55.5 minutes, about perfect. Obviously, I don't have to reel everything in, but I kind of like to. I did buy another 2-day boat ticket. I did not have to use it. I had a day and 10 hours on the boat. We'll look at the cafe, gibble, white bream, eyed bird, eyed burbot, perch. We needed 8. We only got 3. 1 big Vendus, didn't get that. 1 big grayling, didn't get that. 4 1.6 kilo Lakers, didn't get that. And a big trophy Laker or 2 big pike. So nothing for the cafe. That's unfortunate. 41 fish. I think we're over 100, but not much over 100. 132. Better than I thought. Much better than I thought. Okay, that's why. I had that at 30 in my head. The 10 kilo Arctic Char we got was 57 silver by itself. So 132 silver gets us up to, basically gives us the lures we bought today for free. So hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back again tomorrow over on the float character, and we'll see you then. Bye bye now.